already looked at this. Nice. Little Bodie. You guys just coming in, welcome to my live stream. We just got back from an outdoor adventure in the Ozarks and just put some of the stuff away, but I thought I'd go on live real quick and see if any of my subscribers are on there or anybody that joined me on my live stream last night. I'd like to see how it looked. As far as I remember, it wasn't coming in very good, and as far as I know, it wasn't coming in good at all. So I wanted to see if anybody was on my live last night that can tell me how it was on their end. I got some new footage that I'm going to be going over and editing also tonight, so it's going to be a busy night for me. But I just wanted to come on here and see who all is on here tonight. See if any of my subscribers are on. Or if you're interested in checking out my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys hit that like button and check out my videos and subscribe if you guys like the videos. We had quite a storm last night on the way to my camp, and so we had to set up with soaking wet and a downpour. It was crazy last night. I'm just going over some of the footage that I made last night, and it looks awesome. It's got some good footage here, so I'm excited to put this other video together for you guys. Let me know who's in here. Don't be shy. Leave a comment for me. Let me know if you're a subscriber or if you're not a subscriber. Trying to build my channel. I'm almost up to 600, so let's get it up to 600 and then let's try to get it up to 1,000 subscribers. But I do appreciate you guys hitting that like button, and everything you guys do for the channel really does help out. I'm just looking at some of the video footage I made last night. I didn't get to bed till after 3 a.m. It was fun. I didn't want to go to bed, though. I didn't want to go to sleep. When you're having fun, it's just too hard, too difficult to crash. It means you got to put the camera down and then hit it back in the morning. But I pushed it as far as I could. Wish that damn window wasn't so bright behind me. Yeah, plus I like it at night. I like being up at night and being out in the Ozarks at night. Had my lights going. Last night I was really surprised they didn't have very many bugs out in the Ozarks. Mostly moths and of course the ants were out, little carpenter ants, but they weren't bad. They weren't even bugging Bodie. He was having a good time last night. I think he's starting to get used to being spoiled out there in the Ozarks and having me make him a steak and everything. That was crazy. He loved it. But I was going to go down to my property, but it's all the road's kind of washed out, so I'm just waiting to see what happens with that. Got to get a hold of the county and see if they'll do anything with it, but hopefully they will. How you doing? Put my glasses on so I can see who it is. Matthew. Hey, Matthew Jones. How you doing? Yeah, let me see here. Oh, whoa. I've got to bring some stuff in here, so things are kind of tight in here. Hold on one second. What are you up to? Just chilling? Did you join my live stream last night? I gotta try this little stove out here. This looks pretty cool. I don't know how well it works, but I thought I'd get it and try it out. Yeah, I tried to do a live stream last night. I had the worst signal. Everywhere I went, didn't matter. Excuse me. It was just terrible, terrible, terrible signal. No service out there whatsoever. I don't know if it was the storm. I don't know what it was, but it was worse. I tried last night. Yeah, I was actually up there. I was actually on, I think the best time that my live went through for last night was, I think it was around midnight. 12 something anyways last night. So then I finally found a spot, but if I moved, I lost my signal. Even if I leaned forward, my signal was gone. So it sucked, but you know what? I still like to do lives out there for you guys and see if I can't do everything I can to get a live going for you guys when I'm out there. Just so you can see that I'm working hard to build my channel no matter what I have to do out there. So, but at least I got a little over an hour on my live stream. So I'm just hoping that it came through well enough that people could actually watch it and understand what was going on. But I appreciate you being in here, Matthew. Thanks for joining tonight. We just got back. I was going to stay out there a little bit longer, but we ended up coming back and bringing the puppy home and getting him put back in his yard and reunited with Bruiser. And so he was pretty tired. He stayed up almost the entire night with me. He zonked out a couple times, then he would wake right back up and be at it again. That poor dog. He's an awesome little puppy, though. He's going to love it. I took him out to the lake today. So this new footage has a little bit of the lake on it. I also got my drone up in the air this time. The weather was actually nice enough to fly the drone. So, but yeah, man, I'm almost up to 600 subscribers. So I'm trying to get it up to 600, and then we'll go up to 7 and 8 and 9 and be up to 1,000 subscribers. And hopefully by then I'll have more videos and have you guys watching a whole bunch more videos. Yeah, that'd be cool. I was thinking about doing the same thing. Thinking about doing a live stream while I'm fishing. I need to go to a place that has a good signal, and I think I might have an area in mind. But it's got there's a lot of snags. So, and I don't like going fishing if in the place where you get a lot of snags, and so we'll see what happens. But I definitely want to do a live stream tomorrow night, or at least make another video. But I got a lot of footage tonight that I'll be working. I'll be staying up late tonight putting that together. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. We had quite a bit of fun last night. Lots of trees falling down in the Ozarks from all the rain. What are you gonna go fishing for? You said tomorrow, so you gonna go bass fishing, or what are you gonna go fishing for? I might even take you guys out tomorrow. Anything? I might even take you guys out on Spring Fork Lake and hit the river system that comes into the back of the lake. That place is so awesome. You got to know that lake to know where it's at because it's kind of a maze. I actually got lost the first time I went out there trying to search for it. And then when I found it, I anchored off in the middle of this little uh, open area in the very beginning and threw my anchor down and it hit the bottom. So I tied off my rope. And then when I pulled up my rope, my line must have unhooked on a branch or whatever. I lost my anchor. So I always thought about going back up in there and getting my anchor back if I can. Do some magnet fishing. Catfish is so fun. Catfishing is one of my favorite things to do too. But I've got a few magnets that I can use for trying to pull that. It's just a 5-pound. Oh, here's the other one. It's just a 5-pound anchor. This one I can't let those things hit. I won't be able to get it off. I just ordered a 2,000-pound magnet, so that way I can for sure hook up to it and bring it back up. It's actually got one of these on it too, so which is really weird because I had another clip that actually was spring loaded, and so it must have when I dropped it. It must have hit a branch when I pulled it back up, and it just released it and left my anchor at the bottom of the water. And it's one of those rubber coated anchors, and so, but with this on it, I should be able to pull it up. So see if I have that. As long as it's a good bite on it, I could either use this magnet. Which is, I think it's a 500-pound. No, this one's a 300. I think it's a 300-pound. Oh, don't hook it on. I actually got them hooked, and they this one's a 500-pound, and I almost couldn't get them off. So I just thought I'd go back there and try it. Even if I don't get it, it's all good. I just wanted to go back and see if I could try my luck on it. Even bring the live scope down there and take the live scope down and see if I can see it. It's probably like 15 feet deep, maybe 10 or 15 feet deep right there. But I had one of these type on it. Only it was designed different, so it wasn't as tight as this one. This one you'd have to work it to get it to release, but the other one I was like, no way. Can't believe it. It wasn't even my knot either. It was just the clip part. So we'll see what happens. But it's really cool back in there. And it's one of my favorite places to fish on that whole lake. How you doing, Ash? Good to see you again. Definitely not Ash. Cool. Right on. How you doing today? I'm surprised I have the energy that I have being up till 3 a.m. in the morning. Actually, it was past 3 a.m., but we had some cool storms last night too. Was it stormy where you guys are at, or was it calm, the weather-wise? Yeah, if I go catfishing, I'm going to take my chicken liver and some garlic dough balls. I'll probably fish for panfish as well, and then cut up the panfish. Use them as bait. You got storms, yeah. Right on. We had some crazy storms, crazy looking clouds. I thought there was at least a tornado somewhere nearby, just because of how the clouds were coming down, and they actually built like a shelf, and had some like funnel cloud stuff going on. Just rain. Yeah, we had some crazy ass weather. The only thing that's really bad about being out where I'm at is how thick the woods are. Is having a tree come down and land on your tent or your trailer or you. And so that's the only thing I'm really worried about when I go out there and there's storms. But usually it turns out pretty good. I had to put a rain fly up yesterday on one whole side of the awning just because of how much rain was coming in, and it actually worked out pretty good. So the next video it'll show you guys what I did. I'm gonna start. I actually have some other material too that I'm gonna tie up to the awning that you can actually see through. It's like the awning you put on your back porch to kind of screen the sun, kind of shade the sun, but you can still see through it. It's that type of material. It's like a stretchy material. But I'm probably gonna use that next time so that I can at least see what's going on the other side. Had a lot of noises on that side, and Bodie kept on looking up like, "What is that? What is that?" It's probably possums or something going through all the leaves and the sticks and stuff out there. But we had a great time. I wish I didn't have to leave. We had a great setup going. But at least it gives me a chance to recharge everything up and get ready for another one, you know. Yeah, I got some aerial footage too, so I'm gonna have to. I uploaded it onto my or downloaded it onto my computer, so I should be able to add that in when I do my editing. It's gonna be pretty cool. I got up there too, man. I just was going straight up with the drone, and I got to a certain point, and it said, and you know how the Ozarks. If you've seen any of my other videos, yeah, I'll do that. When you see my other videos, you'll see how thick the woods are from the sky, looking down on the ground, and it said 10 seconds till it said battery low. Um, Heading to the home destination in 10 seconds. And I'm like, no, 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 don't do that because I didn't set my altitude and all that kind of stuff. I was like, no, it's going to get stuck in the trees. And so I put it on sport mode and I dropped that thing so fast down through the trees and spun it around, missing the branches and got it down to land on the ground, man. I was like, I am not going to. I had this thing lost in a tree one time and it was so high up we thought we could use the fire department's help, and they actually came out and said you can't do that anymore. We're gonna do it this time. I guess they rescue people's drones before, but this thing was up in a 50-foot tree, and I tried climbing up it, but I had to rappel, and so I got to a certain point, and I was just like, no, I can't go that high. I don't have the right gear to get to the top and reach up and grab my drone. So we called the fire department and they came out and I'm like, you mind if I record this? And he's like, yeah, actually, I don't want you to record it. So I had to throw all the recording away. Had to erase it. They asked me to not upload it to my channel. So I was like, Dad, comment. Kind of advertising something they didn't want to have to do all the time. So I totally understood and respected them. So I got rid of that footage. But it was pretty cool. So I know about dropping your expensive drones in the top of trees. I wasn't even paying attention, and I clipped a really tall branch that must have grew up a little bit higher than the rest of the branches, and so when it was going by, it just barely clipped that one propeller, and then it kind of stuck it in the propeller. I was like, no! I could not believe that. I felt helpless looking up and see I couldn't even get my drone out of the tree. And then the church later on, I think it was 2 years later, they cut that tree down. So it's crazy. He must have been out there watching me rappel up in it and say, nah, I don't want anybody else in that tree. It's a big old monster tree, though. Huge tree. Yeah, I'll post it. I've got it all. I'm actually just watching the footage right now. But I had such a good time last night. I like setting up my camp where it's just all nice and neat. And it just seems like I have a lot smoother night when I do that. Plus, Bodie had tons of room to go around and do whatever he wanted to do. without causing any issues. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I would like to do something tomorrow though, also for my channel for you guys. I might go fishing. Just depends. I am kind of tired from all the putting it all up, setting it all up, and getting it all back out. I might not do a kayak tomorrow. I like to kind of start fresh on the weekend with the kayak and then like kind of plan it. You know what I mean? But we're definitely going to get back on the kayak. It's not a that's not a doubt about it. I'm definitely going to get out there because I want to get to the back of the. But I might use my canoe that's got the motor on the back. Yeah, I might do that instead. So we'll just get out the old town canoe and with the motor and go in the back. I bought a few brand new batteries, so we'll hook up an LED or a LCD. What is it? A lithium battery to the motor, and then put a charger on it. So like a trickle charge, so I can keep that charged all day long when I'm out there. But it's just so much easier when you got a motor on the back than when you got kayak, when you're doing the paddles or even a pedal, a paddle. But I kind of don't like the Pelican that I just bought too. I'd almost rather use my little blue $500 kayak instead of this freaking $1,700 kayak, because it's so basic, and the other one's it's not as buoyant as I like. I already flipped it and kicked my gear over the side, and so I don't want to do that again. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna put it all together though, and make a video and see if I can't get it uploaded for you guys, so I can keep it going. But yeah, the footage turned out really clear and cool, so we'll see how I put it together. Yeah, see, this was one of my. You guys can't see. I can't show you yet. But this part that I'm watching right now is actually one of my favorite episodes or parts of the videos. It's excellent footage. I mean, it's awesome. So clear. It's not storming. It's barely sprinkling. But the picture is so nice. It's so clear, crisp. I like how that turns out. Plus, I was also thinking of taking all my gear. I might save it for another weekend, but I'm gonna do a camping trip where I take my canoe out on the river with all my gear and do an overnight camp on the bank. Throw my lines out for some catfish and do a catfish cook, a catching cook. That'd be awesome. Because this thing is awesome. You get off the lake and get back in the little. It's like a really wide stream. It's not a river system, but it's a stream system that comes in that feeds it, and it's so deep right there from all the storms that come in that it's actually created a really cool channel. And then you gotta kind of do like an S pattern to get out of there, and you got to go through a marsh that's only like freaking 2 feet deep. But if you get into it, you won't be able to get out because the mud is so deep. We used to do that back in Utah. There's a section of what was it called, Utah Lake, that there was a river or not a river, a stream that fed from the highway. It ran alongside the highway, and then it cut straight out to the lake, and there's just a marsh way out there. Just it went forever, and if as long as you stayed in the stream, you wouldn't get stuck. But once you got past the stream and it opened up into the marsh area, just before the lake, yeah, it was. If you didn't stay in the water that flowed through there, you'd get stuck up to your knees, up to your waist in mud. But I caught a loon out there. there was a loon that was coming at us, and if you ever snuck up on a loon before, they'll put their head down towards the water and they go like this at you, try to intimidate you, try to scare you with their long beak. It got a beak that's like at least 6-inch beak, and really pointy. And my brother was with me, and he's freaked out about anything like that kind of stuff. He will get freaked out about it. So uh, I ended up going like getting down under the water, and then I grabbed it because it came close enough to where I could grab it, and I grabbed the loon, and then I had to grab the beak because the beak was he was trying to dag me in the face with like daggers in the face, and I grabbed his beak and I went over my brother. And I said, "Here, you want to hold it?" He's like, "Get that thing away from me, man!" It was funny. Had really, really cool, bright red eyes. It was so beautiful. But I wanted to look at it and check it out. I'm that kind of person that I have to go and grab stuff that's out in nature, even if it's poisonous. I grew up catching uh, green vipers up in Utah, up in Virginia, and rattlesnakes. They had one of those ones called those black rattlesnakes. But that was the norm for me. Copperheads. When I moved out here to Missouri, I'd catch copperheads. I always catch the copperheads and look at them, and because I know how to handle all that kind of stuff. But it's pretty cool. But none of my other brothers did that kind of stuff. They're like, "No, you stay away from me, man. You never know what you got in your hands." It's funny. Funny times. I'm always catching something. With that loon, it was pretty cool. It screamed really loud too when I caught it. And my brother's like, "Why do you always gotta catch things?" Oh, good times. I know he still remembers that time too, because I'm like, "Here, just take it. Hold it for a little bit." No way. Yeah, it's funny. We got a big family too. Got a lot of brothers and sisters, and I think only maybe one would do stuff like that with me, but it's pretty cool. And this loon was a different colored loon. It wasn't a black with all the white, you know, um, polka dots all over the chest and stuff like that, and the white patterns. It was actually a white with gray patterns. It was really cool, and it had those really bright ruby red eyes. Really cool loon. But good times. Even now, when I'm up here in Missouri, I catch them great big old snapping turtles too. As long as you know how to handle them, it's not you won't get hurt. But you got to know how to handle all that kind of stuff. Not everybody knows how to do that. And there's one thing I wouldn't do is go oh, what's it called when they go under the water and bring out those great big old catfish. Noodling? Yeah, I think it's noodling. I would never do that. I've heard so many people getting their fingers bit off by snapping turtles or getting a chunk bit out of their arm by a snapping turtle. I'm just like, nope, I'm not having that kind of crap. But we do a lot of noodling. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff like that though. Now that I'm getting older though, I just don't do it as much. But we've shoot, if I could, if they had GoPros back in the day when I was growing up, man, I definitely would have a lot of videos with that kind of stuff on there. That's all I like to do is outdoor stuff. I could be gone for a week and be doing so much stuff, cave dwelling, going spelunking all the time. Usually did it by myself because nobody wanted to go with me either. So, but except for I had some friends that went with me a couple times. It was pretty cool. And now they come out with the GoPros, all this kind of stuff as technology later in life. I'm like, shit, man. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go noodling. I've seen it. I watch this one girl that does noodling. I'm just like, hope nothing happens to her because that stuff is not. That's nothing to play around with. I forgot my battery bag out in the truck. Dang it, I can't charge my batteries. Yeah, I don't know how tonight's gonna be with everybody being off on the weekend, but for the weekend. But hopefully we'll have more people coming in tonight. And a lot of people are out doing stuff. That the lake was so busy last night. The road going to the lake, a lot of people out. Well, this turned out pretty good too. Oh, this was right when I got to the camp after I got set up. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of people fishing, and since I went down there today, I actually got to see the conservation department was out there, and they had their boat out on the lake already. So, and normally when I go out there, you hardly ever see them out in that area. At least my timing was always off where I never see them out there unless it's paddle season. But they were out there today, that's for sure. Probably because of the holiday. A lot of boaters. You know, what was really weird is there's a lot of people out driving their boats around on the lake during the lightning storm last night. I thought, man, these people are so stupid. Yeah. You could hear them big old motors just cruising down the lake, through the lake, and lightning striking everywhere. And I was just like, are you kidding me? I had enough common sense in me to never do that kind of stuff. Yeah, then I also this weekend I was watching one guy's video and he's like, "Yeah, you just take your titanium and stick it in the fire and it cleans the all the food off of your dishes and stuff so it's easier to clean." I'm like, I destroyed my freaking titanium spork by doing that, and I just put it in the coals. I was like, what the heck? I got to try to clean it off and make it so it's usable again. I mean, it kept its shape. It's got something funky going on with with all the stuff that burned off of it. It's kind of like now it's like permanently tattooed on my spork. Yeah, catfishing sounds like fun. I didn't even get to use my spotlight last night. I was going to use it, but with the rain and everything, I just stayed underneath the canopy once I got that up. Unless I was cutting wood with the hatchet for the fireplace or the wood burner. Little Bodie, he was spoiled this weekend. Gee whiz. He probably goes home and tells Bruiser everything and makes Bruiser so jealous. They're good dogs, though. I had a lot of fun with Bodie. Definitely gonna do it again. I would like to find somewhere else. I'm probably gonna go down and mow my place this next week and get it to where I can go down there. And hopefully they got the road to where I can go down there. We had washed out coverts and everything going down my property, so I just I just picked a different campground. My place is so secluded. You don't hear people going down those roads unless it's my neighbors. There's like three people on my road, and we're all spread out. And there's only one there. Well, there's three living there, and there's five of us. That's right. There's five different people living on that road. which is nice. I used to have a neighbor, but she moved out. It's nice. It's nice to have somebody around when you're out there like that. I used to stay on my property a lot. It's way back up in the Ozarks. You've seen it if you've watched my videos. I have plenty of times when I was out there. But it's so nice. I got a like a park setting when I go up there and cut all the grass and everything. It was just like a park. And then I don't have the chiggers on my ankles and the chiggers up my legs. And it's just so quiet. I can actually go down there and shoot my shotguns and everything. The one thing I did forget to do is show you guys my other weapons. I brought my a few more weapons with me, and I forgot to show them in the video. So I'm gonna have to just make a separate little section where I show you guys the other weapons that I brought. That way, I told everybody I'd show a few different weapons each time I went. I'd do that for a little bit. Not too many people, just you and me, huh, Matthew? You ever get out and do camping? What's that? No, you don't go camping. Be careful when you do. You too crazy on that. On that. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it a few times on my channel. I do a. I put it all in the beginning and then I go through it, but like a disclaimer and stuff in the beginning. And I do a disclaimer, verbal disclaimer in the video before I show my weapons. But usually they're just for target practice. So I can show them all the time. There's enough YouTubers out there that do that kind of stuff, and I watch them. I watch how they do it. So I just got to add a few more topic or a few more things in there to have people be aware of when they use their firearms and stuff. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with YouTube. I could see if you're going around mishandling the weapons and stuff. Yeah, you can get a strike. But with me, it's just target practice and also for my protection. And most of the time, I don't even need to use it. I just have it there for my protection. Or if I want to set up a target range, because I got a target range that's on my property, and I'll go up there and set it up and fire some new weapons when I get them, some new firearms. Mostly like shotguns and rifles and stuff. So, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Some good footage. I got some good footage coming you guys' way. So why is it that you don't do any camping, not any outdoor stuff? You ever go hiking or anything? I remember back in Utah, they've got a lot of trails. We used to go hiking all the time out there. Lots and lots of trails. You can go walking, hiking, biking. It runs right next to the river up through a canyon. It's so awesome. There's like a little train you can ride called the Heber Creeper. It was good times, man. We had bad knees. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got We've got quite a few stuff out here, but I've got to travel long distance just to get there. But we'll get there. We'll eventually get there and check it out and see what it's like. I actually did some investigating on some new places to go, so we're going to be going down there. It's just a little bit travel, about 3-4 hours to get there. Might as well go into a different state like Kentucky and and do some hikes out there. They got some really nice places to go hiking too. Yeah. Still so tired. Gee whiz. Yeah, so but yeah, I got to find out how I'm going to look and watch this other live stream that I made last night. I think it's probably the worst one I made, but I mean, I went and started watching a little bit. It cuts out, and then I had to turn it back on. But I actually had a signal for a little over an hour. Hurt myself doing football, so I'm limited where to go hiking and camping if I could. Right on. Yeah, it's too bad you got injured like that. That always puts a damper on your life, doesn't it? Can't get out and enjoy life as much. That's definitely no fun. It would drive me crazy if I couldn't get out and do it. Anybody just coming in, check out my channel. If you like it, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me comments, and turn on that notification icon so you guys don't miss any of these videos that I'll be uploading. But I do appreciate everybody coming in and watching my live stream and hanging out for a while. Yeah. What else do? You play games or something? What else do you do to keep you busy? Or you just work a lot? I got to get back out in the woods. I just barely got home and I want to get right back out there. Also, if you're just coming in, let me know where you're watching from. Don't be shy. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys are up to. And always check out my channel. If you guys want to know what kind of stuff I do. Work, fish, take pictures of animals when I have free time. Sweet. Right on. I've got some trail cams that I've got set up, and I want to try to capture like a mountain lion or a bobcat or something like that. I've got there was one guy, I don't know if you ever heard when I was talking about one guy that was he had been living out around my area for quite a while, and then he used to hunt the woods behind my property. And he came up to me one time and says, "Do you know that there's a bear den on the backside of your property?" So I've always been curious about that, and I always thought about going back there and check and see if there actually is one. But definitely going to bring somebody with me if I go back there. Either that or I'll just bring my dogs. I don't have a problem bringing my dogs with me everywhere like that. Just going to let them get a little bit bigger before I do take them back there. I know Bruiser will be okay. He's huge. I mean, he's very, very strong. He's not scared of crap. How you doing, Logan? Thanks for joining my live stream. I saw this rich guy. He had a bobcat that was his friend. Sweet. Yeah, I've heard of people catching the babies and then raising the babies and taming them. That'd be pretty cool. Have a little bobcat. Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be pretty cool. But yeah, I always thought about stopping and grabbing some roadkill like bunny rabbits that get hit on the side of the road, and then sticking it on a line in front of one of the cameras so I can see what comes in, just like a fishing line, so they can pull it down and eat it. But at least I could catch them on my trail cam. So I think I've got to lure them in. I see plenty of raccoons and plenty of possums and armadillos and deer and the occasional coyote. But I want to find the other. I know the other ones are out there too, definitely out there where I'm at in the Ozarks. But so we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm just going over some footage that I recorded over the weekend. So can't wait to get that turned into something for you guys. Plus the weather lifted, so I was able to get the drone up in the air. But it's so thick, you got a canopy of trees. You gotta go through a maze to get your drone up in the sky above the trees. It's crazy. Yeah, and fox too. I got a fox on my trail cam too. They're probably playing. Foxes are pretty cool. There's a lot. I knew a lot of people back in Utah that didn't like them, and I don't understand how you couldn't like a fox, except for if they get into your chicken coop and stuff like that, and you know. But other than that, I don't have any problem with foxes, and I think they're pretty cool. I seen also some people that raised a fox too. It looks pretty cool to have a fox too as a pet. I don't know how well it would be. You'd have to make sure you took it to the vet and made sure he stayed healthy and didn't have anything in case he bit you. But I guess they don't have that kind of stuff when they're living domestically. Are you a subscriber, Logan? Just curious. I could always do a. I got a kayak that's set up with all LED lights too. I could do a catfish uh, adventure on my kayak at night. I know the perfect cove to go to too. So it produces a lot of blue cats out there where I like to go. You have to sign in. You forgot your password or what? Yeah, just reset it. Hey, how you doing, Kathy? Good to see you. Yeah, I was in a bad area. I do apologize, but thanks for being here tonight. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I know I didn't come in last night very well, but I still tried. I was up late too. I didn't go to bed till after 3 a.m. in the morning, but I was still trying to do my lives. I finally found a good spot that would work. I don't think it was coming in as well as I'd like it to, but for a little over an hour, so I watched a little bit of that, and it was just coming in and out. So, but yeah, that was fun. I had a good night last night. I just was so frustrated, couldn't find any signal out there. You know, it's weird though. I could watch YouTube. I could look at stuff on my phone. I couldn't get the internet very well, but I could watch YouTube. I just couldn't do a very good live last night in the area that I was in. So it must be use different uh, type of internet for that, for doing a live, for doing streaming and stuff. But I was probably only, I don't know, maybe 100 feet before, and I did a perfect live stream. So yeah, I do apologize about last night. Last night's wasn't very good, but I did make a video, and so I'm watching all the footage right now, and then I'm gonna go back and do some editing tonight, and then I'll probably pick up another adventure tomorrow before I got to return back to work. And then they're gonna probably try to make us work the next weekend, but we'll see what happens. I could do a fishing video, definitely. Yeah, I could do a kayak fishing video with all my LED lights. I got really cool lights that light up, and it's not like now. I got the navigation lights on the front and the back, the green and red on the front, the the white light that's on a pole on the kayak, and then I've got two spotlights on the front that are LED spotlights. And then I've got underwater lights, and I've got inside the kayak have lights too. So blue lights were behind me and where I sit down, and in the front, up on the sides, and then I got the front navigation lights and the back light. And then it looks pretty cool at night when you're out on the water, kind of underwater blue lights or green lights or white or yellow. And so, but we'll have to see what the weather's like tonight too. Cause I'm not gonna. I'll do a dock fishing video if it's gonna have some storms. I'm not gonna be out there in that big old cove and have storms come up on me out of nowhere. That's no fun. But that would be a good one. That would be a good video to make too. So we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that sometime. We'll see. We'll watch what's the weather going to be like tonight, and then we'll do it. We can probably do something like that tomorrow. I do some catfishing or some bass fishing. The cove that I go fishing at also has. I mean, it's got like bass, but they're up against the shore, up against the bank on the far end of the lake, or the far end of the cove. It's a great big cove too, but they got bass. It's by the docks where people live, and then there's a river channel or a stream channel that comes in, usually provides panfish and maybe the little bass, and then there's catfish out in the middle, and close to the side where I'll be coming in. A lot of blue cats and a lot of great big huge gar. The biggest gar I've seen out there on that cove is probably is every bit of 5 foot. Those are huge gars. I actually have footage of that gar. I was flying over. I got aerial footage, and I've got footage where I was coming up on it with my kayak, and it scared the crap out of me because it just bolted through the water in a shallow spot. Probably a 3 foot shallow spot, and it just scared the living crap out of me. Big old huge gar. But I couldn't tell if it was an alligator gar or a spotted gar. Probably, I couldn't even tell you which one it was because it just was a great big splash, and it took off like like a missile in that water, like a rocket. But from the air, it was just really dark. So that's the only thing I don't want to catch is a great big old gar and waste my time because they're just nasty animals. Unless I'm like specifically fishing for gar, I'd rather catch a catfish or something. Or a great big walleye. There's great big old walleyes in there too. But if I do it during the day, I'll probably go to Spring Fork and do a fishing video in Spring Fork. But at night, I probably won't be able to do it at night because it will be Monday. So I have to be during the day. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I know it won't be at night on this week because I've got to be up at 2 a.m. Tuesday morning, but we can figure out something. I can even devote next weekend for a fishing and camping adventure too. I made some really good steaks last night. I'll give you a little view. Oh man, some good steaks. It turned out so good. Oh, so awesome. There's also an island out on Truman Lake when you're going towards the Clinton area, Clinton, Missouri. There's I watched a video on an aerial video on the lake, and there's an island, and I'd love to get to that island and see if you're allowed to go camping on that island. I think that would be awesome. So I'm going to look into that for the summer. Yes, the island didn't look very big either. It was big enough that you can go on the island and there's sand, like a sandbar that you'd go up into, you'd run your boat into, and then drop your anchor right there and tie off on the land somewhere. And then it was probably like maybe, I mean, from what I remember, it's probably like a quarter, not even a like a let's see how big that would be. Um, Maybe 200 feet by 200 feet little island out in the middle of the lake. As long as the water is down too. I do know that we've had a lot of floods, so it might be less than that now because of how high the water would be. Unless they drop the water out on the on the Lake of the Ozarks side. This Truman Lake dams up against Lake of the Ozarks, and that's where they have the water. They empty out Truman Lake, and then it goes into the Lake of the Ozarks and right down into the Ozarks. So we'll have to see how high Truman Lake is, but this summer it should be fine too. But I'm definitely going to do that if that's possible. I'll probably have to ask the conservation department if you can camp out on it. But other than that, I've seen a lot of places off Truman Lake that I can go camping too. Do some catfish videos. There we go. Get that smoke to go somewhere else. There's a little incense. I like to smell them, but I don't like them going in my eyes. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button too. Does a lot. We're almost up to. I know it's only 600, but hey, it's 600 is a lot better than 500. So hopefully we'll get up that number and then we'll make it up to 1,000 subscribers pretty soon. But I could definitely do a fishing video. Just got to find a good spot that actually produces fish during the day. With all the flooding that we've got going on, it kind of messes with the fish, with the fishing. I mean, unless you're like catfishing or something like that. I do know a place where I can set up on the bank and go catfishing. And do a live, so I'd have a good signal to do that. I probably won't try for crappie or anything like that yet because the water's so dark and I didn't do very good last time I went crappie fishing, so I probably will pass on the crappie part, but I will fish for panfish because I know catfish love to eat chunks of panfish, so we'll see about doing that. Yeah, this is good footage. I've already been through that, so we'll have to just go to the next one and see how that looks, and then we'll go and start editing it. I just wanted to see how they turned out, how the footage turned out, and it looks freaking good. I'm really impressed with this GoPro that I have. It's a really nice GoPro. I put a different aftermarket lens on it, so it's got a really big, really nice lens on it. Well, it's not an aftermarket lens. It's a GoPro lens, but it's a Max. GoPro Max. What's it called? It does really, really good. Anamorphic. I think it just does so well on the videoing of these with my GoPro. So it's on the 12, but I've got other ones too in my GoPro bag that I've got other types of lenses, but this one's my favorite overall. Does really, really well. See, when I power it up, it'll tell me what the lens is called. Max lens mode. Yeah, it's just a max lens. I've also got to change. Oh, that doesn't have the SD card in this, right? Yeah, you were saying that you don't edit your videos. I edit mine just because I like to put music in them and I like to take out the parts where I make a fool out of myself and kind of limit that because I've done that plenty of times, and I'll leave some of it in just to make it funny or something, but most of the time I take that crap out of there. I mean, I probably should have kept the footage where Bodie wrapped, or Bruiser wrapped the cord around my leg and dropped me on my knees and fucking dug my knees into the rocks, but I took that out of my last video. Probably just should have kept it in there and get some laughs, but it's all good. Plus, I didn't want the video to be too long. I have to take some footage out of it. Otherwise, yeah, these videos would be really, really long. Easily 3 hours, 4 hours long. That would be pretty cool to have like a couple like that, but I used a new grill this weekend too, a new bushcraft grill. It's just a flat grill you put on a wood burning stove or something. Where I use a fire pit. I use a little fire pit that I purchased. You guys have seen it, a little stainless steel one with the glass out on surrounding. I used a really nice grill. I didn't want to I was trying to look for something that would fit over the top of it, and I found a perfect little mesh grill for it. And that cooks awesome. It cooked my steak so good. So, but I'm going to use another bushcraft stove next weekend too. It's pretty cool. It's not as big as this one, but it's definitely awesome. You have to put it together, kind of build it before you can use it. And then I just also got into, oh, what's that stuff called? Oh, what's it called? Dang it. I follow a YouTuber that makes this really cool kitchen cooking utensils and cooking pots and little grills, and so I picked some up the other couple months ago and haven't even used it. But it is freaking awesome stuff. So I'll probably get that out next weekend and use it. Got to put use to some of this gear that I've got, because I've got so much gear. First thing Bodie did when we got to camp and got it all set up is he had to find his sticks. Start chewing his sticks on the camera. It's crazy. He didn't even beg for food right at first. He just went right for the sticks and started eating the sticks. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll throw a few long ones in there. Maybe I won't edit it so much, and I'll just keep it together. Yeah, definitely. If you guys will watch those kind of videos, I'll definitely make those for you. I do have one long one in there, but it's like a little over 2 hours. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I was out actually on my property when I made that one. It was pretty recent, just this last fall. But yeah, I can do that. I can make these videos long, just less editing, and most of the time it's just stuff that I feel it's not really needed in a video, so I cut it out. But a lot of times I can still do a little bit of editing and just leave it in, and it'll give me longer content. 3 hour plus videos, and people watch them, and it will help with watched hours. Yeah, I'll do that. I definitely will do that. I don't know why I didn't use my ferro rod. I didn't even use my new ferro rod that I got. I was meaning to use it this weekend. I didn't even get it out. Oh well. There's time for that, right? Yeah, I can do that too. Definitely do that. Yeah, we had a good time. It was pretty cool, pretty fun. Little Bodie. Oh wow. Yeah, I've got to get those hours up too. That's one thing. Even if you're monetized, you still got to get those watch hours up. Wow, that's awesome. Good for you, man. That's awesome. I'm gonna start doing that. Definitely gonna start doing that. Definitely gonna start doing that for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I don't have very many on my playlist, so I'm definitely gonna have to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. What do you usually let's see here. They can go through and different like watch later or whatever playlist you added into your playlist. Probably do that one like that. Or does it have to be a specific area in your playlist? Because when I do that, it tells me watch later or these other ones that I have listed in here. Because I've kind of categorized a few of them. Yeah, there's one that's 2 hours and 14 minutes. Let's see here. Save to playlist. There we go. Got it. It's good to know all these things though too about all the in and outs about this, all the stuff that really helps your channel out. See, there's a lot of things I don't know about yet. I'm still learning. I guess I could put them in all of those. Yeah, most of the time, let's see what happened. Most of the time I leave it around an hour for each video, but if it really does help out I'll put it on, whoops, I'll put it on, remove, don't remove it. I'll make longer videos. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna let me put it on most of those. Lots of videos. How you doing, Setson? Thanks for joining my live stream. Check out my channel if you got some extra time, or if you already know about it. Let me know if you're a subscriber. Oh, okay. Right on. Hey, thanks for joining my live stream. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? There we go. We're just doing a live stream. Just got back from the Ozarks, where I did an adventure last night. Tried to do a live stream, just didn't have very good signal out there. But it's all good. We'll keep them coming. What are you up to tonight? Up to tonight? Oh, sweet. You can do that with mine now. Oh, Matthew Jones. Hey, yeah, I still haven't been able to send that package off yet. I don't know if you found the right person on my Facebook or not, because I don't have any message from you on my Facebook. Yeah, check out my playlist too if you want. I'm just kind of going through right now and adding a bunch of videos to my playlist. Yeah, everything pretty much is public. Oh, okay, I see who you are now. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll check that here in a few minutes. Get to a certain point where I remember where I was at. Okay, so let me go to playlist. Okay, so it'll be that one, the next one. This one. Why is it? Okay, yeah, so. Um, I hardly ever get on my computer to check out my channel. Usually it's just on my phone. So let me see this one here. Yeah, it's public. Let me look at this one. Um, this one must not be public. What's going on with this one? I don't want to watch that. What the heck's going on here? Ah, that's what happened. That one's private. I don't want it private. Let's see. I'm gonna have to change some things around, make sure they're public. Um, oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm learning that part. So let me go to. Manage the videos or manage. Sorry, guys. I'm just learning a whole bunch of stuff on here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just so getting into. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're public. Most of them are public. Let me see here. We just go through and change the ones. Um, let's do the playlist. That one's public. We turned on podcast features. What's that? Once every video done, they automatically go private. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go back and change some of those. Hmm. Yeah, most of them are. Most of them are set as public. How you doing, Noah? Sorry, didn't mean to miss you. Thanks for joining my live stream tonight. Yeah, I'm just going over some things on my playlist. Da, 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 da. Okay, I don't need that. Close out. Close out. There you go. There we go. Okay, let's go. How you doing tonight, Noah? All right, let me see. Let me go through here. Public, private. What's There's a few I put on private just because people started asking me so many questions about it, and I didn't want that to be the main topic of my YouTube channel. So, but we'll do everything else here. We can. Yeah, most of my stuff is public. So there we go. All right, guys, I'm adding a bunch of stuff to my playlist. So. Oh. Awesome, awesome. Where was I? Where was I? There we go. What did I do? I don't want to add it to Queen. What the heck? Yeah, it really is. But if it works, we'll do it. It's all good. Just time consuming is all it really is. If you don't know about it right at the beginning, it can take some time to get caught up. But it's all good. Go back. You stupid thing. I clicked on the damn thing. Lost where I was. There it is. Stupid. Hit the wrong button, it'll send you backwards. There we go. Yeah, I don't mean to ignore you guys. I promise. I'm just doing a little bit of this so I can get some of that stuff going so I can help my channel. Anything that will help my channel is awesome stuff to know. So we'll definitely get some stuff caught up. That should work out a lot better. Yeah, this one's a good video too. I'm surprised they don't have more people watching that video. I actually had a really fun time creating this fishing video. Bassin before lightning strikes. Have you guys watched that video yet? I'm just looking at something real quick. And I realized I needed a playlist. I separated my video. I had to go through close to 400 videos. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm having to do. It's freaking ugh. I shouldn't have picked the night that I'm going to be doing a live stream to do any of that though. But it's kind of slow. There's only 3 people in here right now. Long you guys don't mind for just a few more minutes, I'll just throw these on in here real quick. But yeah, that Bassin before lightning strike. Yeah, that's a good video. And once I do this real quick, oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to remove it. Dang it. There we go. No, don't do that. There we go. I did a lot of fishing videos back in the day. A lot of them. That was most of my videos were fishing. Yeah, I did tons of fishing videos. I've got lots of playlists. Yeah, that's the thing. I've got quite a few playlists, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of homework. I also have to watch out because I'll remove them if I did them twice. I'll go in and put it in there, and then I'll go in there and take it back out, and not even know if I don't watch. A lot of fishing videos. I had a good time too. I fished the heck out of Spring Fork. This lake that we have here. Oh wow. A lot of deer trail cam videos. You guys like watching those trail cam videos? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I got quite a few of those, and then I went back to fishing. Did fishing and trail cam videos for a long time. Just let people choose their list they want to watch. Yeah, I will. Oh, I already did that one, so we'll go back and put that back. Oh, Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on something. Be right back in just a minute. Oh. Yeah. I gotta go back right now. No, I won't. I won't. Don't worry. All right. Okay. Let's see where I leave off. Just gonna do a couple more. Now, why is my watch later? Okay, hold on. I gotta fix that. Okay, so mouse lure versus bass. Hold on one second here. Mouse lure versus bass. Get that daggone watch off my hand. That's driving me crazy. Mouse first. Mouse. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Um, just gotta look up something here. Here. How come I can't change? It won't let me change the stinking settings on that. Where do I go to do that? Dadgummit. Right there. No. Edit. Well, yeah, I got watch later. A list. It's called. It's watch later list, but it won't let. It's private. I need to change it to public. Because I have 2,573 videos. I gotta figure out how to change it to public. That would be a good one. You could play that one on replay, and it will keep going. I gotta go in here and figure out how to change that. Go back up here to. Yeah, now it's not even showing that. I'm gonna have to take everything out of that or something. Hey, what's going on, Flynn? Just kind of helping out my channel a little bit, just going over some things and just trying to help it out so that I can grow my channel. What are you up to? Math? Math? Let's see. Okay, where's my watch later? Dadgummit, where's it at? That's a good list, but I need to get to where my other list is. Where's it at? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Just trying to learn my daggum. I do everything off my phone. Yeah, I know. I just have some. Let's see here. Shit, I don't know if it's because I'm really tired or what. They should make it so that you could select multiple. Like, how the heck? Why would I want to do each one? I'd rather do select multiple. You know. Yeah, I'm just. Feels like I pulled my daggum shoulder this weekend. What else you guys up to tonight? Guys doing anything fun or special for this weekend? I like it better. There we go. Oh. Just fishing. Right on. Nothing wrong with that. That's actually nice and relaxing sometimes. Oh, no, no, don't do that. New faces? Oh. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of new people lately. They just come and go a lot of time. Some will subscribe and some just move on. Funny sound in the background, Into the Woods. Yeah, we'll do Into the Woods. It's already saved there. Cool, cool. Where's this one at? Okay. Went to the park, fed the ducks, mostly geese. Awesome. Used to be a park back where I used to live that had a lot of ducks. We used to go there all the time, feed the ducks, and that was fun. Why isn't that one saved to that one? That's weird. Why isn't it saved there? Hit those like button, guys. Hit the hearts. Hit everything. Let's get the numbers up. Let's see if anything can help out this channel. Okay, it's saved in all three of those. That's good. What about this one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those dang parakeets. Come on, parakeets. They're loud. Dang, some of these older movies or videos, I didn't do anything with them. So those are some of my favorites. Wow, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Why is that not saved in there? What was my problem? Oh my goodness. Oh well. Always learning new things. Oh. Yeah. That's right. Yep. But like you said, there's people that will go and put them in their they'll go and play repeat or not repeat, but just play the playlist over. Go through all of them. So that would really help if a bunch of people did that. I know it's probably hard to do that too. How you doing, Mamak? Thanks for joining my live stream. How you doing tonight? Make sure everybody stops by and watches watching my videos, and if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button. Also, leave me comments so I can get to know everybody. Wow, I haven't gone back and looked at these videos, these old ones. It's crazy. Long time ago. There's the old town kayak canoe. That was fun. I still have it too. I haven't put it to use for a while, but I got to get it back out. That was definitely a fun canoe. I have tons of fishing videos on here. I forgot all about it. It's just getting into bushcraft and outdoor camping and stuff just kind of put me in a different direction, but I still do fishing videos, just not as many as I used to. Crazy. I used to do nothing but fishing. Not much happening tonight, guys. Right? How you doing, Olga? Thanks for joining my live stream. Oh, not much. Just hanging out. Just got back today from adventure out in the Ozarks, and so we're just back home now doing another live. My live didn't go very well last night because it didn't have a very good signal, but so that's what we're doing. We're kind of hanging out. What are you up to? Are you a subscriber? Have you seen any of my videos? Checked out my channel? Let me know. Yeah, check out my channel and watch some videos, or if you're interested in doing outdoor stuff, that's what we do mainly on my channel. Right on. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. Definitely. Yeah, leave me comments on my videos too and my live streams, and that way I can get to know you. We can get to know each other. Right on. You do any outdoor stuff yourself? Any bushcraft stuff or anything like that, off grid stuff? Gardening, right on. That's awesome. That's outdoor stuff too. That's awesome. Whoops. Oh, don't do that to me. Dadgummit. I gotta go all the way back down. That's okay though. There we go. Oh, sweet. Yep, gardening is fun. You get a lot of good stuff out of gardening. Save a lot of money too. That's awesome. Yep, definitely, definitely cool. Yeah, check out some of my videos and let me know what you think. Leave me comments on them. I also upload my channel, my live streams every time I'm done doing a live stream. So you can go back and watch some of the live streams if you feel like it, if you want. Check out my playlist also. I've got a bunch of stuff on there. Yeah, I'm just going through some of my old videos right now. It's kind of going through a lot of stuff on my channel. So yeah. Yep, watch those videos and there's some cool videos on there. All right. Yeah, definitely. We'll be on for a little bit longer here. Only been on for about 2 hours, 10 minutes, so we'll keep it going. Dang, time flies. Holy cow. I do appreciate you joining the channel, though. Did you go to the Lake of the Ozarks? Yeah, that's where I was at. I was down in the Lake of the Ozarks, about within walking distance of the lake, right on the main road to a boat ramp. And so, pretty good sized boat ramp, too. But yeah, that's where I've got some property back up in there. Sweet. Right on. Yeah, we do live streams a lot out there as long as I have a good enough signal. Otherwise, I'm just making new content for new videos coming up. Checking out new gear and stuff. I've got a lot of catching up to do on the gear that I have, so we'll be doing a lot of that this summer. And I'm hoping that the weather doesn't keep on raining. We got to have some warm weather out there. How you doing, Jay? I'll be on for a little while. Hit that like button, guys, when you guys come in. It really does help out. Is your dog's name Joa? No, Joa is Josh's Ozark Adventures. I've got a dog named Bodie and another dog named Bruiser. So I've got a little rock mix and a pit bull. They're pretty awesome. Yeah, Josh's Ozark Adventures. I just took the... See, that's so cool. Yeah. Jay, are you a subscriber or are you just stopping by? Let me know. Check out my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Let me know if you're into that kind of stuff. Well, we do. We do a lot of outdoor stuff. If you are, that's awesome. Appreciate you coming in my live. Yep, I try to do lives as much as I can so you guys can see if I'm on. Also go to my community section on my channel and see what I'm going to be doing next. I do try to do posts every day if before I do an adventure, so you guys will know a little bit about what's going on, and that way you guys keep in touch with me and leave me messages too. I would appreciate it. Yeah, Bodie and Bruiser. Bobo and Bruiser. Really cool dogs. Just introduced them to my channel, so I got them when they were puppies. And then they're getting bigger, growing quick. Sweet, right on. Appreciate it. Yeah, do me a favor and leave me a comment on those videos that you watch. Always make it a habit to hit the like button too. Unless you don't like a video, I understand. But at least leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I really do appreciate everything you guys do. Got a lot of stuff coming up in the future, so a lot of different kind of outdoor bushcraft camping and um, bushcraft cooking, all kinds of stuff coming up. Also, I'm going to try to get into some traveling to different places and see what's out there. Oh, dang it. Just a little sore. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Been doing a lot lately. When did you go to the St. Louis? A few weekends back, just a couple weekends ago. Really, it was really cool. My first time going there. So they've got a night like a light display thing. You can go around and check out all the lit up um, creatures and animals they got on displays. Pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I actually haven't did the editing on that yet. I did record the whole zoo trip. So I'm gonna be working on that too. It's a lot of stuff going on. But we'll try to get that uploaded as quick as I can. So if any of you guys interested what the zoo looks like, what kind of lights were displayed that night, um, what type of animals, it was pretty cool stuff. It's one zoo that I've been to that now that doesn't have as many maybe animals that other zoos have. Um, I mean, I've been to different zoos that was their main thing was there just so many animals to look at and but it was pretty cool. I took a trip back in the what was it the 90s. Went to the Catalina Islands. That was freaking awesome. That was one of my favorites. We had a friend that his dad lives on the island, so we were hooked up with some cool stuff out there. Spent a week on the island. It was pretty fun. One thing I did like about that island was all the flying fish and all the stuff you can do on that island. We took golf carts and drove them around everywhere on at night and during the day. It was pretty cool. We just didn't get. I didn't like go fishing or anything like that, but it was pretty cool. Nope, no. We stayed in a nice uh, Airbnb there. Really nice condo. So it was pretty cool. Lots of fun. Went out to the beach at night, watched the flying fish. They have a movie theater on one of the corners of the island and watched Forrest Gump when it came out. And it's like an auditorium, so the sound is excellent inside that theater. I think it's one of the better sounding theaters with the surround sounds, and it makes you feel like you're right there. And what a movie to watch, right? Forrest Gump. Yeah, of all the movies. But it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Had some pretty good food. It's really expensive back then. Probably is a lot more expensive now, for sure. Yeah, it was really cool. Got to see some really big, oh, what do they call them? Great big old orange fish. Those, I can't remember the name of them. But a lot of orange fish, a lot of them. You see that from when you're pulling out and pulling onto the pier, pulling up next to the pier. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Oh, I saw lots of people. There were tons of people there. Oh yeah, our trolley or whatever you want to call them, that boat that we took all the way out there was packed. Watch the dolphins jumping on the side next to the boat. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Very expensive though. That's the one thing I remember is wow, you'd have to be so rich to live on that island. And there's quite a few people living there. No, but I was off of one of the piers in Florida, and I was fishing, and I had a great big old lure, and just about snagged a dolphin that wouldn't leave. It was crazy. Big old dolphin. They're bigger than they look when they're out in the wild. Whoops. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But now I've never really fed one out in the wild, but they're really cool to watch. Oh, cool. Turkey, huh? Wow, that's cool. You don't hear about that very often. People riding on the back of a dolphin. That's pretty cool. There we go. Oh. Yep, definitely leave me comments on those videos that you like to watch. Oh, okay. How did you get to ride one at a zoo? I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't think they let you do that kind of stuff here just because of the safety and everything, regulations and all that. Unless they do somewhere where I just don't know about, but. Oops, I missed a comment on here. All right, sweet. Oh. Leave a comment real quick. Usually I'm on my phone, so I can type a lot faster and do a lot more with my. Oh, get rid of that. I don't need that. What's that thing? But yeah, I'm always on my phone. Sweet, right on. Why did it do that? Dang, come. Phone is easier to type on. I know, right? I used to be really good at it until I got a smartphone, and that's all I do now. Blanier, how you doing? What in the hillbilly? Oh, just hanging out. What are you up to tonight? We're just hanging out and going over some cool stuff and telling people to check out my channel. Trying to grow my channel and do everything I can. So I'm just doing a live stream. Just got back from the Ozarks, doing a live stream down in the Ozarks and making some more content for my video for my channel. Whoops. Damn it. Hate when I do that. When's your next live? Time. London time. What time is it there in London? Hunting and drinking beer. Well, we do a lot of fishing, do a lot of bushcraft camping and cooking, and got a nice off-grid trailer that I camp out of. It's pretty fun. Whoops. Okay, yeah, that'll work. It's 1:07 a.m. right now, and it's 7 o'clock here. So you got one. You're in the AM. We're in the PM. So 7 o'clock PM here. Let's see. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, check out some of my videos and check out my channel if you got time. 8 p.m. there in Ohio. But yeah, if you like it, hit that subscribe button, stick around, watch some videos, and leave comments so we can get to know each other. Got a lot of videos on there, that's for sure. Just went through a whole bunch of them that I haven't seen in a long time. My next live will be tomorrow. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just doing this multitask thing. Well, if I 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shit, it's gonna be at least. Let's see, it's only 7 plus 10, so 15, 16, 17, 18 hours, probably close to 20 hours. Because I don't come on till afternoonish. I usually don't go on lives in the morning. I gun and killed me some crawfish. Oh, right on. Yeah, that's what I've been meaning to do is do a crawfish broil and do some crawdad, and that'd be pretty cool. Definitely got to get me a pot of crayfish. All right. Yes, yeah, hit me back up. Yep, check out my live, see if I'm on again. Also, if you um, go to my community center too, my community section on my channel, you can see what's going on. Yeah, you have a good night too. Hey, thanks for all the support. Thanks for joining the channel and subscribing. Definitely. See you later. Yeah. Thank you too. You have a good night. Definitely check out my channel if you're into off-grid campers and stuff. That's what I put together. A lot of fun. All solar power and LED makes those batteries last a long time. Can live out of that thing for quite a while too if you've got enough food stacked up. You even got a wood burning stove in it. Instant hot water for the whoops. Yeah, it's got everything though. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool trailer. Also, I'm putting a playlist together for you guys. You guys can go back and check out my playlist. Gonna have some more videos um, put in that area so you guys can go back and check it out. Getting that all set up for you guys. Dang, God. There's a lot in there. Three people left in here. What are you guys doing? You still fishing? I didn't even put that anywhere. Huh. I should do a live stream for a catfishing night live stream. Put all my LED lights on out there and light up the place. That'd be cool. All this computer stuff can definitely give you a headache. Gee whiz, man. It's amazing how much stuff we do off our phones. I don't get a headache like this when I'm on my phone. Unless it's really dark and I have to turn a light on. That'll give me a headache if I'm watching this LCD screen in the dark. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Don't do that. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. I appreciate it. It definitely helps out. Oh my goodness. I definitely have the work cut out for me. That's for sure. But it's all good. I can still hang out with you guys and do all this kind of stuff too. I just don't want to come back and do it later. You know what I'm saying, guys? Let me know where you guys are watching from. If you're just coming in, check out my channel. hit that subscribe button and that like button and turn on notifications if you guys like that, like all my videos and like my channel. So let me know what you guys think. Leave me comments. Turn on the notifications so you guys will be notified every time I upload a new video, which is, I got a lot of editing to do. So I will have videos coming up pretty soon. I got one I'm going to try to put together tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to upload it by the end of the night because it's going to take me a little while to edit it. Unless I want to do limited editing and just put all of it together. But I kind of like to make it, interesting to watch. And what the heck's going on? There we go. But yeah, definitely watch the videos. Check out my playlists. I've got a few playlists in there, a few different ones you guys can check out. Let me see. I can. If you guys want to go back and rewatch this live stream, you can watch it. Otherwise, yeah, if you check out my playlists. I got one that says in the woods. I've got a boat playlist where you can check out the videos where I've got a boat. I redid a motor on it, and I take it out to the Lake of the Ozarks and fish out of it and ski and all that kind of stuff. So just lots of stuff going on. Getting more into camping and bushcraft stuff though too. So if I'm out, I'm able to do some kayaking and fishing, and when I'm camping, I'll definitely do that. I would like to travel and go to different places and fish different lakes, different states, and different types of fish. So one day get up into Alaska and do some outdoor adventures up there. I'm definitely going to want to drive there, though, so I can take my mini cabin up with me. I don't like to depend on anybody. Mostly I like to depend on myself and use my own equipment and everything. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I do appreciate you guys watching my live streams and watching my videos. Leave me comments. Check out my playlists. I've got quite a few playlists on there. You guys can go back and watch. But always leave me comments so I can get to know you guys and gals. I want to be able to know who I'm talking to and see you guys keep coming back. It'd be great. Hoping to get monetized pretty soon in the near future, so definitely love to have you guys subscribe to my channel. Anybody else in here? Who's in here? Give me a shout out. Let me know who's watching. Or if you're still here or if you're new. Let me know what you guys like to watch too. If you guys like watching outdoor stuff, you guys like watching mechanics. I do a lot of mechanical work, welding and mechanics, and there's a lot of stuff, a lot of different types of stuff. It's not just camping and fishing and hunting. I do a lot of stuff. I'm trying to keep busy all the time anyways. Love new projects too. I love taking on new projects and building. I've got another project coming up that's going to be a little trailer that I pulled behind my quad and load it up with gear and go off into the woods and make off grid camping and all that kind of stuff. So that little trailer is going to be a fun little trailer build. It's just an old motorcycle trailer that I picked up that I thought I'm going to turn that into a really cool trailer that you pull behind your four-wheeler or your tractor. In this case, since I've got a four-wheeler, that's what it'll be behind. And then that way I can climb these great big old hills on my property and go make a nice camp out up there on top of those hills. They're good sized hills. I mean, I consider them mountains, but they're just great big rolling hills, but they're really, really tall. You'll be out of breath when you get halfway up. Probably because there's no trail on it. I used to have a four-wheeler trail, but I hadn't used it for so long it kind of got buried in the leaves. So on one of these days I'm gonna have to get out the quad and go up there and make that trail again, and yeah, it'd definitely be cool. Oh, my back is starting to freeze up. Yeah, I've got some trail cams also. I got to go out there and pick up and go through the footage and see if there's anything new on them. That's definitely something I got to do. We had so much rain out here in Missouri that it's washed out my road. So it's a little bit difficult, but I can hike down in there and get those trail cams. I got quite a bit of footage on those trail cams already. One of these days I'm hoping to get a pretty cool animal like a cougar or a bear or something. I might have to see what I can find to kind of lure one of them in. Just so I can get some pictures of it and some video of it. A lot of stuff out there in the Ozarks living out there, so. But yeah, guys, check out my channel. I got a lot of videos. All different kinds of stuff if you guys are into the outdoors. cow, I missed the whole section. There we go. Let me know if you guys are into kayaking too. I just bought a Pelican. Whoops. I mean, it's a nice it's a nice kayak. It's not my favorite though. I don't think it's a big enough kayak. I like your camping and cooking videos with Bodie and Bruiser. Right on. There's a lot more of that coming. This one right here tonight that I recorded over the weekend. That's got a lot of Bodie. So far we got Bodie last night, but that's exactly what we did. And I got a lot of good footage on there, so I'm excited to get this uploaded for you guys. I'm definitely sure that you'll like it, Kathy. It'll be a good video. That was fun. Little Bodie. Oh man, he's a spoiled little puppy. But that's all good. It's what I like. I like taking care of him. Oh, whoops. Let me know if you guys ever use those chase baits. Let me know how they work for you when you're fishing. Let me know also. Let me know if you've never heard of chase baits. They used to have a store here that they would sell off of eBay a lot of chase baits, and then when COVID hit, they moved back to Australia. So that was a bummer when I was trying to collect as many as I could. I heard they were going to be moving out, so I went and tried to get as many as I could. Lots of cool baits though. They make a lot of cool baits. I'm gonna try to yawn, but I love to grass fish too. You guys ever grass fished? They've got a certain time that they let the lake fill up with water here, and it gets up into the grass, and that's some of the best fishing for big largemouth, big spotted bass. Even the cats come in. They do all their spawning in there like that. Man, there's some big old fish out there when they do that. They come in closer. It's a lot easier to catch them. Especially if you got the right baits too. Always got to have the right baits when you're fishing. 2 hours, 49 minutes. Not too bad. Got some time in here tonight. It's a lot clearer than last night, huh? I do apologize about that live stream. I wish it would have turned out a little bit better. I know the footage that I recorded last night turned out really, really good. So at least I recorded it on my GoPro. That was pretty cool. A lot of weird sounds. Made some really good steaks for Bodie and I. It was pretty cool, pretty fun. So Bodie had some stories to bring back to Bruiser, that's for sure. Poor Bruiser. But he likes being at home. I don't know why. I'm gonna take him though more often, so he'll get used to doing that too. Because he's a good dog, good guard dog. He'd be good to protect you and have a good time out in the woods with him. So he's a good dog. Definitely has a different personality than Bodie. Bodie's gotten to the point where he's content if he has his sticks, and if you put out a nice bed for him. He doesn't even have to lay on a bed. That dog will lay right on the rocks. Have to pick him up and put him on his bed, and then he'll go back and lay on the rocks. I don't know what the deal is with that, but he's a funny dog. Definitely a good dog, though. He's more calmed down, more laid back. He kind of knows what's to be expected of him when we go out, so he's not all rambunctious. Because I like to have a calm night and be able to enjoy the time that I'm out. And he can eat a lot too. Dang, I can't believe how much he can eat. He can put that food away. But I do have to watch how much I feed him too, because he'll get a little on the lazy side if I keep feeding him too much. So I always bring his dog food with him, and then make him a little dinner, a light dinner, and a light breakfast in the morning. So it's not too bad. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching my videos and leaving comments for me, all that good stuff that we've been doing. It really does help out. And I can get to know you guys, guys and gals. Oh my gosh. Thought I just did all of these. What's the deal? Yeah, I got back tonight and made some pretty good steak tacos. They tasted pretty good. I was still a little hungry after my little adventure out there with Bodie. Oh. I got pretty full last night on that steak that I ate, though. That was pretty good. The price of steaks anymore, wow. It's unreal. It can't stay like this forever. It's no way. Hey Jimmy, how you doing tonight? Yeah, right on. Thanks for joining my live stream. Hit that like button as you're coming in. It really does support me, and I appreciate it. Oh, my arm is killing. I must have done something out there in the Ozarks last night. How you doing tonight, Jimmy? I'm just going through some editing tonight while I'm doing my live stream. Been on for about 3 hours, almost 3 hours now. No, don't do that. Dadgummit. Well, we'll just have to go back and fix that. There it is. What are you up to tonight? Do anything special for the holiday weekend? Doing any water sports? Any activities out there in the outdoors? There we go. All right, guys. I also put a playlist together for everybody. You can go check out. There's a fishing in there. There's boats. There's quite a few things in the woods. Go check out those videos on my playlist, and that way you can see those. You can check out that section on there. I am going to. Oh yeah. Got one people in here. That's all good. One person. That's all good. They'll come back. You guys always come back, and I do appreciate it. I know one thing. If I finish this or get into this editing, I probably won't be a good live streamer tonight. just so I could get this one done. I like to put a lot of thought into my videos too. Try to do the best job I can. Good old Bodie. Oh, he's a funny dog. Let me know if you guys watched my live stream last night and how it turned out on your end. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Let me know where you guys are watching from. If anybody else is new that's just coming in, just stopping by, or whatever you guys are doing, check out my channel and watch some videos. If you like it, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you won't miss any new adventures coming up. Definitely leave me comments so I can get to know you guys. You guys can get to know me. Check out my playlist. Also, check out my community section too. I usually frequently upload on that. on my community. We've got a great community. I'm trying to grow it. So, guys, do me a favor, leave me comments, and always check it out and let me know that you've been there, so I can see who watches my community. And I've got some people that go there, and they like to make sure they can see where I'm at, where I'm going to be going next, what I'm going to be doing, whether I do another live stream. So that's always a good way to find out where I'm at. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I got 9. Now I got 11. Let's see where 11's at. 11. Okay, so only 10. I don't want that in there. That's a different type of video there. So 450, 451. How did that work? 451, 453, 453. Where's 452? What the heck? So let's see where I started. 62, 61. Oh, that's weird. Where's 52 at? All right, let's go back to 52. So 10, 4, 52. 10, 4, 52. There it is. What happened? 10, 4. No, that's Pro. So 10, 4, 52. 10, 4, 50. Oh, there's no 52. How would it jump? Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do I have a 49 on there? Nope. Oh, so 13. Whoops. What's going on? What the hell? What did I do there? Undo that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I don't need that one. That's a completely different video. Different edit. Well, guys, I might jump off here and then go get something to eat, and then I'll come back. I could probably let it just leave it running, and then go eat and come right back and check to see if anybody else is coming in here. Lots of stuff going on, lots of editing. Oh my goodness. 31, 25, no, that's different. So 40, 62, 61, 49, 59, 56, 55, 54, 53, 50, there's no 52. 50. Well, what the heck? What is... This is 450. What's 449? Okay, 449. 448. Yeah, I gotta have 448. So let me see if the other one's on there. 448. 448. 448. Not seeing it. Nope, there's 449. So 448. 448. There we go. Let's see. 448. What's 447? Yep, definitely 447. Let me see here. 447. I knew there was more. 447. What about 446? It's that one. Yeah. 446. How you guys doing tonight? Whoops. I need that one. I need this one. What about 445? Nope, then it goes to 441. Okay, that's a different one. Okay, so how does it do that? That doesn't make any sense. 5-3, 5-2, 6-1, 6-0, 5-9. What about 5-9? Yes, I think we got all of them now. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, got my. Wait. All right, guys, I'm going to step away just for a second. I'll be right back, though. Go get a drink. I'll be right back. Keep watching. Get a conversation going or something. How you doing? About when I take my glasses off. What are you looking at? Carlos said. Oh, I'm just looking at stuff. How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining my live stream. Where are you watching from, Carlos? I'm just checking out those jellyfish in the background. Seeing if they were visible with that bright light that's next to them. Casanova. Okay, let me see where the first one is. When I got there, I'm going to have to go back and watch this one, see where I was at. Let's see. Is that really the first one? 53? Impossible it could be 53. It must have been. What did I do? It's weird. Let me see where 53 is. Huh. I didn't use a different GoPro, so why would I start there? I thought I started... No, I didn't start there. No way. Let's see here. Yeah, it's up there. That's right. Okay, so... Not 40. Not 41. Not 40. Yeah, 446. Okay, so let me go back here. 446. There it is. We'll start that one. Boom. Normal. Check out my channel, guys and gals, if you haven't checked it out yet. Watch some videos if you want to know what my channel's about. Do a lot of outdoor activities, a lot of adventures out in the Ozarks and everywhere else too that I can get around to. But check out my channel. If you like it, hit that subscribe button. Do all that good stuff that YouTube wants you to do. Turn on notifications so you guys won't miss any of my other videos coming up. Just putting a lot of stuff together tonight. I was out in the Ozarks doing another adventure, creating more content for you guys. So a lot of cool stuff coming at you. Why is there a lot of darkness right there in the front? Oh, that's why. Okay, that's going to open up a good thing for me here. Let's do a text. Let's do... So, yeah, we're just doing a live stream right now, getting to know more people and trying to build my channel. Check out my playlist. There's quite a few stuff in there, but go to fishing or boating and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff you can go through on there and watch. Okay. I got 2 puppies. I've introduced them to my channel, and so one of them's going to be with me, and the other one's going to be home protecting the home. Doing his thing. Josh's Ozark Adventures. What about pink? No? What about purple? No, I like this orange. We'll stick with the orange tonight. Let me know where you guys are watching from, what you guys are into, if you guys got something big going on this weekend. But definitely leave me comments. You guys watch my videos. Leave me comments so I can get to know you guys. That way you can get to know me too. I try to comment back to all my viewers and subscribers and just kind of build a relationship with everybody. I like to know everybody out that's watching my videos. Hit that like button when you guys come in and hang out for a while. Josh is, that's pretty cool font. Oh, I can do that with Bodie. B-O-D-H-I. My dog's names are Bodie and Bruiser. One's a rock mix and another one's a pit bull. They go with me on my adventures, but I do like to take them both separate. I tried it once, taking both of them, and I think I'll stick with just one at a time, but there we go. That'll work. I actually like that the lens was on. So then I can actually go through and do like a transition here where yeah, that's cool stuff. Cool effects. Cool beans. What kind is there? Don't they have like an explosion? Where it's like, boom. Check it out. Boom. Let me know if you guys got any plans this holiday weekend. Let me try that one. That looks pretty cool. Downloading online content. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead, do it. I can always erase it. Did it work? Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. That's the first time I've used that one. That's pretty cool. Alright. I'll have to remember that one. That's gonna charge me for that. That's alright. What are you guys up to tonight? We're just doing a live stream. We did an adventure out in the Ozarks last night during a really bad lightning storm, thunderstorm. Everything was just soaking wet. It's kind of difficult at first when you get set up in the rain, but it worked out pretty good. Oh wow, there's not much to choose from unless you want to pay for something every dang time. How you guys doing tonight? No. No. I gotta go get me a drink. Getting a headache. No. Yo, I'm back. How you doing? Okay. No, not ghosted here. Didn't you have to go to sleep or something? Or you just take off? Yeah, it's a little slow tonight. Yeah. That's a little drama. I'm going to go to sleep in a bit. All right. No, I'm here in the background. Sweet. Got some loyal subscribers out there, loyal viewers. Definitely want to join this channel. Yep, definitely. Got a great community here. Just trying to grow it every day, trying to grow it. So spread the word about my channel with your friends and family. We have a great channel going here. Oh, these songs are so calm and let's get up to Seeds of Solution. I'll be back in a few minutes. Right on. Sounds good. Not the right song for that one. Oh, you know what I didn't add? I gotta go back and add that. I gotta figure out what music to put in there, and I gotta go back and get that footage. Arturo, how you doing? Thanks for joining my live stream. Sorry I missed you. All right, you take it easy. Thanks for joining my live stream tonight. Hey, how you doing, Antran? What's happening? No outdoor adventures in the rain? Yep, that was last night. We just got back today. Just doing some editing and doing a live stream, so it's keeping it going. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I got so much editing to do. I got to take some time to do my editing, otherwise I'll just have lives for you guys. Dang, that's some long music. I don't need something that long. Is that really that long? Eh. Yep. I was out for a bit today while the weather was good. Back to full on rainstorm here. Wow. Yeah, that's what we had. We had just a downpour last night. Yeah, I had it set up in a swamp, man. It was coming down like cats and dogs. It turned out pretty good though. Today's weather is really nice compared to last night, yesterday. I didn't. Nope. Me and Bodie were soaking wet. But we dried off once I got everything set up. We were able to get her up underneath that canopy and get a fire going eventually. And oh yeah, we started out with a charcoal fire pit. And then once it started calming down and sprinkling, I got the fire going. I gotta turn that down a little bit. I'm gonna set up a back tarp right here so that the rain doesn't come in. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm just trying to put this video together for you guys. I don't know if it'll be uploaded tonight or not. Maybe or maybe not. So we'll see. but I do have a lot of editing to do. Let's go to media. Actually, I'm going to save this. Let's see. Just in case anything happens. I like what happened so far. Title 3. What's today's date? 24. I should know that, but I don't. You know what? Last night was beautiful. Yeah, we started out in the rain, but it turned out really nice. Once I got that awning up and put like another tarp up connected to that, so I would cut off one side and kind of block us from the weather. It turned out really good. Let me just look real quick on this. Huh. You should have. Let me see here. I might have to go into a different file. Oh, that's right. It probably kicked me off my other. Oh, they are connected. Where's it at? Where's it at? No, where's my... Oh, there it is. Let's see. Probably won't. There it is. Hey guys, sorry about that. You guys still in there? Let me know. All right, we'll see you. We'll see you later on, Olga. I'm just trying to. Everything okay?
Yeah, because they may want to talk to you, but I said, yeah, you know.
Oh, sorry. Dang it. I gotta upload a... I gotta have that on there, so I gotta close this out. I think it's saved anyway, so let's see. I want to make sure I closed it out. I mean, I saved it. There. Saved. Close that down. Figure this out. In photos. Oh. Flash warning. How you doing? Dreamed of going where? When I was in Missouri, I dreamed of going there. Lake of the Ozarks? Yeah, it's awesome down in the Lake of the Ozarks. It's really cool. Check out my channel if you haven't yet. Got a lot of videos with the Lake of the Ozarks in there. Just got back from doing an adventure last night with my puppy dog, my little Rottweiler mix. We had a good time down there. Big old rainstorm going on. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff in the Lake of the Ozarks. You can see some aerial views too. Where I get my drone up in there. I have my drone up yesterday, so I'm trying to edit a video right now, and then it'll have some aerial views in there as well. Hopefully, I can get this going here. Come on, hurry up and upload. Yeah, check out my channel. Subscribe if you like it. Let me know. Send me comments and stuff so we can get to know each other. If you do end up staying, you like my videos. Oh, where is this video? Had a crazy storm in the Ozarks last night, that's for sure. Come on, where is this daggone? A lot of good fishing in the Lake of the Ozarks too. What in the world is this not uploading for? What's going on? Come on, come on. No. Oh. Isn't there a refresher button on this thing? Come on, we need to refresh this. There it is right there. Boom. Hit it again, hit it again. Working on it, my butt. You're not working on nothing. I'm going to step away for a second, guys. I'll be back. Get me a drink. Oh my gosh. I can't stay on very long. I'm on live. Just can't stay on very long. I know once you get on, they don't want to get on. I can say hi to them real quick. What was that noise? Yeah, some kind of noise going on in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do to find that video. Dadgummit. Oh, why my phone turned off like that? That's weird. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on with my phone right now. I have to turn it off and come back. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm gonna start it back up. I don't know what's going on. My phone's connected to the computer and all kinds of stuff. So I will be back, guys. Dadgummit. Hitting the wrong button.